Today, Brandon, you brought your Harmony Silhouette, right? That's the model?
Yep.
Okay, sick. So tell us... Oh my God.
So good. I think that's...
Oh my God. All right, ready? Hello, welcome to Alfonso Inc. Today we are highlighting a really cool guitar that Brandon Burr of Boasting brought. It's called the Harmony Silhouette. So Brandon, tell us how you found this guitar.
I was looking for a new guitar, and I've always been a fan of Fender, but Fender, I feel like the quality of those are really hit and miss if you're buying something new, and I just didn't have a budget for a really nice vintage piece. And I was looking for something that was just simple and looked good and sounded good and wasn't trying to be anything that it wasn't. So that led me to Harmony. These guitars are built so well, and they're simple, and the price point is about the same or less than an American-made Fender. They're made in, I think, like the old Gibson factory or something in Kalamazoo. Fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure that's where they came from.
I know they are made in Kalamazoo. I don't know if that is the old Gibson factory, but I like that story.
I feel like that's a thing. Maybe it's not. But anyways, these things are awesome. And I have a guy that I always take my guitars to do setups. He's in Brea. This guy's like in all guitar.
What's his name? Rick?
Rick.
Yeah.
You go to Rick?
Yeah.
No way. Rick is great.
Ever since I was a kid, but now Mo or her dad do my setups. But yeah.
Well, there's this guy Rick, and all guitar guys are the same. Like the guys that do setups and repairs and stuff, where they'll just geek out on things that you don't know what they're talking about, and he'll know like where the knobs came from or like where the wiring was and stuff like that. So I take it to Rick to do a setup. And he was even saying, he's like, how much did this thing cost? Like at the time, it was like $1,100. I think they're more now. I think they're like $1,399 or something. By the time it was $1,100. And he's like, I don't know how they're getting it at this price because they're using the best wiring. The locking tuners are like top of the line. The pickups are great. Like he was super impressed by the build quality. When I had him do the setup, there was no changes or modifications we had to made. Whereas like my Fender, I have a Mustang bass, the JMJ Signature, and everybody loves that thing. But even that, I had to like get properly set up and switch the nut out. There was like obvious spots where they cut corners, but on this, I can't find a single corner they cut. Other than that, it's just super simple. There's not like a tremolo on it. They have Bigsby models, but this is just a straight up really great guitar.
So did you order it directly through their website?
I bought this one on Reverb.
Oh, nice. So Reverb sells new guitars, or did you buy it slightly used, or?
You can buy new or used on Reverb. Just depends on the shop. Because there's a lot of guitar shops like during COVID, and I bought this during COVID shutdown. So you couldn't go to a guitar shop like normal. And this is a guitar I bought just like point blank. I have no idea what I'm getting. I just thought it looked cool online and ordered it without ever touching one. And
which is something I would do too. I think we're similar in that way. It's like we're very specific in our tastes, but we will absolutely take a shot on the dark if something looks cool.
Yeah, everyone says like, oh, you got to feel the guitar. You got to like be one with it or something before you buy a guitar or something. Like my two favorite guitars I bought without any idea what it was going to be like. The JMJ Mustang I pre-ordered as soon as I saw it was a thing, and it's my favorite bass I've ever had. And then this thing also, I just ordered it. It looked cool. It's simple, and from what I could tell, sounded good. So I just ordered it from a shop on Reverb.
What were you hoping it would sound like? Did you have any point of reference?
Well, kind of like I said, I like Fenders a lot, and I would have gotten like Jonathan Hall has always played like Telecasters and Jazzmasters, and he's like someone that I think his guitar tone just sounds amazing all the time. So trying to get close to something like that would be something I would do. And I feel like this kind of takes me there without having to find the right Fender.
Yeah, so one interesting thing about that guitar is the humbuckers. They're called Harmony Mini-Humbuckers, and they say custom voice and hand wound, signature pickups for resonant and crystal clear tone from the get-go. Though we started in Chicago back in 1992, today we craft our instruments with pride in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So what do you think of the pickups, and what do they sound like, and how do those, it looks like it's a master volume and a master tone.
Yeah, there's 2 knobs on here. The knobs look really cool too. They're like peanut butter cup knobs.
That's awesome.
There's a volume and a tone, and I have them just up all the time. And then the switch is just 3-way. So neck, both, and bridge. And
they're the same pickup, just obviously different sound tonally because of the placement.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so play something like on all 3 settings and we'll...
All right, let's see.
Yeah, the middle sounds really warm. I was not expecting that drastic of a difference.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's very Radioheady for sure. Like, it has a little bit of that British tone, but it also has a nice kind of warm Telecaster-y, and then the wood is, I believe, is it called Alder wood? Let's see.
I don't even know, so you gotta look it up.
C-neck, and nitrocellulose lacquer finish. Premium hardware. Yeah, I remember seeing. Oh yeah, Alder, specially sourced for this guitar. So how does the neck feel to you?
I don't know how to describe it. It just feels solid. Everything about this guitar feels really solid, and I think for me, being a guitar player that's actually a bass player, I need something that I feel like just is like a baseball bat or something, like totally. Sturdy.
Yeah.
And this guitar does it. Like I feel like just the notes hold nice. Like I worry that I always like grab too hard on the frets, like pressing too hard. Mm-hmm. You're gonna like push the notes sharp, and it's not something I really have to worry about too much on this one. But the neck feels great. It's super smooth. I really like just like the little details, like the serial number is handwritten on the back.
That's cool.
It's not just like stamped on. I don't know, the little stuff like that. I'm the worst to ask though about like tone woods and things like that. I just know if I can play it or not.
Well, then tell us through kind of your own creative process. What are the songs on the Boost record that you use this guitar on, and then kind of describe the parts?
So most of my guitar playing, especially with Boost, is going to be like finger picking style. On Boost, you can hear this guitar on Somewhere New. That one I'm actually playing with a pick for once, and it's still like an alternating kind of picking pattern. I don't play a lot of like big chords really ever, so I needed a guitar that would like suit finger picking well, and I think this one does it.
Where do you think you found the inspiration for finger picking? Like what bands or artists influenced that approach?
My guitar style, I don't know where it comes from, but the music that I think is like I don't know, I need to answer this again. I've never had to answer that question before. There's like 3 bands, I guess, that stand out as like pillars in what influences me. So one is Air, the French guys. Their ability to just like create soundscapes and have like lushness and everything, and there's a lot of like arpeggios and finger picking in that, a lot of acoustic guitar playing. Radiohead's another band that like the guitar playing there I always gravitate towards, but I really like kind of like folk acoustic guitar playing, and as a bass player primarily, I was never one that like knew all the chords, and when I play guitar, I approach it in the same way. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just start playing notes, and that involves a lot of like open notes that aren't really the chord shape that maybe like there's, I don't know, this F shape that I found that I really like where, but then I play it open. So it's like this kind of thing is in there. And when you play it as a chord, it doesn't sound that good. Like like it's really chunky, but then when you play it like, and you like separate it, it sounds nice. So I've been having a lot of fun living in like one shape like that, and that's like a part to a song. So I think my inability to play guitar is what really informs my ability to play guitar.
That's awesome. And then what are some of the go-to pedals that you like to pair with the harmony?
I don't have that much. I have a delay. So for pedals, I use like a delay here and there. I have a hologram microcosm that I like a lot. But with electric guitar, I feel like it's mainly like I'm either running it like pretty simple, just out of the amp tone, or with a fuzz pedal.
And what fuzz pedal do you use?
It's made by Teisco.
Okay.
And it's just called Fuzz. It's like
Nice.
a little white pedal that says fuzz in Japanese. And I love that fuzz. It's like the kind of fuzz that like rips the speaker apart. So yeah, I like using that thing.
That's awesome. Rad. Well, thank you for bringing this beautiful guitar. I seriously love it. And I was looking at all of their other models that I think have started to kind of pepper into the cadence. Because I don't think when you bought this, there were a ton of models, right?
I think they had like 2 or 3. It's the Silhouette and the Juno.
Okay.
Were like the first couple that I remember seeing. The Juno looks kind of like a Les Paul Jr., but like a smaller body.
Yeah.
But yeah, their lineup is cool. They've got like, I don't know how many, does this show? They have like 5 models or something.
Yeah, there's a fair amount, and they all have a lot of style. I think a lot of people are really starting to appreciate harmony, especially when you could grab the older stuff and just kind of trust that it's going to sound cool, like you were saying, where when I bought my Harmony acoustic, I didn't hear it before. I just saw it. I was like, I need that thing. And it's awesome. It's kind of like they come with their own sound, and then you learn how to use the sound. But the idea of them building really high quality new stuff is really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, super high quality. And then the other thing is crazy is like it came with a mono gig bag, and those things are like $300.
Wow.
So like considering like at the time I bought it was like $11 or $12.99 or whatever it was, but like $300 of that is a bag.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal because when you buy a new Fender, the bags in those things suck.
Yeah.
It's like a grocery store bag. It's rough. You can't use it.
Sweet.
Sorry, Fender.
So yeah, I'm excited to hear what else you create with it. We'll probably use it. Did we use it on the Margos at all?
I don't. I have to look at see which ones because like
Reno.
it's such a mix. Like I'll play guitar
Yeah.
on some of them, you do some of them. I don't know. We'd have to listen to the songs, but I'm sure it's on there. It's the only guitar I use.
Yeah.
The only other guitar I have is a Strat that Dan Bailey gave me before I had this, and that thing it's like this Frankenstein Strat that I'm taking it apart and rebuilding it.
Nice.
And man, what songs did I play this on? I don't know.
I'm sure songs.
it's out there. The Margos is weird. You play a lot of the guitar on that.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember you brought it over once, so I'm sure we've played it.
It's on Reno.
Yeah, probably on Reno.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all next time. Later. Bye.